All right, this lesson is a very different animal than the last one. So the track that you heard is a portion of a instrumental song that I've been kind of putting together for a while, and it's fairly insane and it kind of jumps around a lot. But our focal point today is going to be the I'll call it legato because I'm not picking every note. I'm actually picking only once per string. And again, it's kind of building off of kind of a pattern phrase, and then kind of moving it through some octaves. I'll show you how to do that, but that's not what the point of it is. The main thing is that this technique of a fingering pattern. This one for sure has some tabs, so be sure to download those or just watch them on screen as you need to. This is kind of a barn burner type thing that you can do, but I still think it's cool to hear this kind of stuff. In the past, I was accused, when I was in Los Angeles, I was accused of being somebody who liked to pick absolutely everything, and I really like the sound of a pick on the strings, but that too, like any technique, can get a little old, and so legato is this thing that us guitar players try to use because it's a little less choppy. It's got a little nicer flow to it. And this particular lick is another one of those things. It's actually a pattern of 5 notes that are occurring per string that I'm doing. And then it ends on more of a 3-note piece. So it's basically, well, you'll see it broken out. But again, I say this, it seems like every lesson, but the point of these things is to give you ideas. Use this and build it into something else. That's the great thing about music, is you can do whatever you want to do with it and have fun with it. So I will break it down now. So I think my blood pressure has come down, which is good. That last track is actually called High Blood Pressure, and eventually will be released as an instrumental track from me. That's just a small portion of what that one does, and it's fairly crazy throughout. The technique I'm showing today, as you've seen from everything else I'm talking about with it, is that this is this little bit of a legato thing that gets a little bit lost in that track, but it still helps kind of break up the monotony of a lot of picking. Oh, and by the way, today's guitar is a Tom Anderson, big shock there, drop top in trans black burst, and I'm not doing anybody any favors today because you have no fret markers to go by, so I will apologize-ish. It's just the one I'm playing today. So we're going to be doing everything based on the tabs, starting at the 8th fret. That is where I'm at right now. That is also known as C. And we're going to do everything is just going to be a simple pattern of, it's a 5-fret stretch. So I'm going to go from the 8th fret to the 12th fret, back to the 8th fret, to the 10th, and to the 12th. And that is what the pattern is. There's well, let's hear what it sounds like. So we got picked note, the only picked note per string is going to be that first note. The 12th fret, pull off, hammer on the 10, hammer on the 12, and then go to the next string, pick. Then the next string. And that one ends on the hammered on 10. So that is the phrase as it would be. So that is it. So some things to add to this. Doing it where it's like that is cool enough. If you like Rick Graham at all, and that guy is mind-blowing on his technique, holy schmoly. He does a lot of things where he's doing hammer-on pull-off kind of things, and he's doing a muted, which sounds very cool. So that's kind of a really kind of a nice technique to that, especially kind of like a high gain thing. You know, that kind of muted sound to it, kind of a cool thing. Also, on a cleaner side, sounds really great too. Okay, in the lick in that particular song, just to kind of elaborate on that, all I'm doing is jumping it up multiple octaves. Ah. Then I jump up the next octave with that initial B string jump that we all have to do as guitar players. That's annoying. So that is what the lick is, going up just 3 octaves on that. It is a little harder up here if you don't have a guitar that's cut away very well for the high reach, since the first note on that one is starting on 17th fret for the C there. Just so you know, that kind of basic idea of coming up with jumping up octaves, keeping the pattern essentially the same, came from when I was at GIT decades ago. And Paul Gilbert used to be doing little practice room kind of clinics on that, and 10 people would try to pile in there and kind of hear what he had to say about things and watch him play a little bit. And then of course you were forced to sit in front of him and try to play, and get mocked. He really wasn't that cruel, but yeah, it was a good eye-opening experience. But there's, as I do on all my licks and all the things I talk about, I'm taking the same technique and just running up a scale. I'm playing in A minor, A natural minor here, starting on a G, the 3rd fret. That was kind of it. But you get kind of the idea. I mean, it's always take these bits and pieces and turn them into something cool for yourself. They're really intended to be ideas. So that's the basic trick. So 8th fret to the 12th, hammer on, pull off, hammer to the 10, hammer to the 12, next string. Sounds like a cool thing. All right, there you go. There's your shredtacular lick du jour. Again, I just want to thank you so much for coming back and watching these videos. Definitely spread them around. Get people to join our channel. Obviously we don't make any money off that portion of things, but we certainly love the support that you guys give to our business. And please keep coming back. Feel free to contact us and make some suggestions for videos. Hopefully it's something I can play. If not, I'll try to get it, maybe we'll have somebody else. Maybe we'll have some guest videos. That'd be awesome. So I just thank you again, and just hang in there, and we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.